Hello everyone. The setting for today's video, we're in my room, and I try my best to make it look as comfortable and cozy as possible, but you can't see down there. I got a bunch of boxes and stuff. But today, I was at work and I had a discussion with one of my coworkers, and it was about because I remember he brought up the topic. He was like venting to me about certain things in life, and we were exchanging. And in the conversation, he brought up the question upon himself, saying, "Why is life so hard? Why is life so hard?" And I'm sure many of us may find ourselves asking ourselves that question, you know? Sometimes I ask myself the same thing. Why does life have to be so hard? And truth be told, it doesn't. Life does not have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be that hard. You don't have to suffer the way you suffer. Us as humans choose our sufferings. We choose our sufferings. We choose to feel certain ways about certain things. We choose to react the way we react to certain things. Everything is ultimately a choice. And our suffering is our own doing. That is one thing that we have to understand within ourselves, is that our suffering is our own doing. I'm listening to um, frequency music, so I hope it's not coming into the mic. I'll lower it a little bit, but yes, our suffering is our own doing. We choose to suffer the way we do. And this can all be counteracted and can be prevented by solely understanding that we are not our minds. We are not our thoughts. Understand and bring to yourself that whatever it is you are going through will pass. And it will ultimately always pass, because a year ago you found yourself asking the same question to yourself. Why is life so hard? Months ago you found yourself asking the same question. Why is life so hard? And what happens after that? Life gets better in some way, shape, or form. You have to understand that the way you perceive the world, the way you perceive yourself is how the world will present itself to you. If you operate solely off love and show nothing but love to yourself, then the world will mirror that. When you echo these things to yourself, in some way, shape, or form, it presents itself in the physical, this physical, in some way, shape, or form. And never take it as a bad thing. Just take it as, your body listening to you. Not even your body, the universe listening to you. And sorry, I kind of derailed myself a bit, but let's bring it back to the topic. Why is life so hard? Understand that this one thing, it is called the law of the pendulum. I believe so. In life, you will experience many ups and downs, because as humans, that is what living is. Ups and downs and progression and evolution. That is what living is. The sole base of living is to love, and just live. I don't know how else to say it. People try finding purpose, because that is something that us as humans use to keep ourselves going, to keep ourselves sane in some way, shape, or form. Purpose is tied to ego. We have many different versions of egos, and one of them is purpose. What is my purpose? I know I'm meant to do something bigger in this world, and it's cool to feel like that. By all means, it should be a great thing to feel like that, because that is something that keeps you going. It keeps you pursuing something, keeps you on your toes, and to some it keeps us level-headed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is a great thing. I am that way. you know, I'm that way. I used to, well, still to this day, not as much, but still to this day, I ask myself, what is my purpose and whatever. that is just a part of the ego. And because what bigger purpose in life is there than just solely living and loving? You know, when you really break it down to the root of everything, the sole purpose is just to live. But us as humans, we think so complex, and we try to make things out of everything. We try to make something bigger out of the smallest things. And in doing so, we create stress for ourselves. We create situations and problems that don't even need to be those things. They don't need to be problems, but us as humans, we do it to ourselves. And that brings us to, kind of full circle to the topic of this video, which is, why is life so hard? Life does not have to be so hard. The way you perceive yourself is the way life will present itself to you. If you work hard towards something, then obviously you will be granted all the progression, You will be granted all the things you deserve if you work hard towards something, because understand that just by asking for something, you will not receive it. That's another thing people get confused about with manifestation and prayer. You ultimately have to work towards something for those things to be granted to you. It's not just going to fall out of the sky and be given to you. You have to work towards something and progress towards something, because as you progress towards that thing, you as yourself evolve. And that is what it's all about, is evolution. Lil Jawaga, my lady gave it to me. He always stays right there. Life does not have to be so hard. Do not make it so hard for yourself. You're already dealing with so many things. You're already dealing with all these stresses, all these hardships. And remember what we said, hardships, dang, I had a freaking foggy brain. Hardships are blessings in disguise. So just look at it like that. Everything ultimately passes and the sun begins to shine. The sun will always shine. Sometimes we have cloudy days, and that's what this whole human experience is all about. Imagine if every day was perfect. It wouldn't be much fun, would it? It wouldn't be much fun, because there would be no challenge. And every day you have to challenge yourself to do something you don't want to do, but you need to do. Maybe you don't want to go on that run, but you have to go on that run. Sometimes I don't want to make these videos, but I know I have to make these videos, because it not only benefits me, but it benefits you. In doing these videos, I help myself just as much as I help you. I'm no better than you. We are all the same. I'm 21 years old. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I just turn a camera on and I speak my conscience. I speak my mind, and that's all I do. I'm no different than anybody else. Just try to reduce the amount of complaining and try to induce the amount of appreciation. Appreciate things more. Because even in the struggle, that's where the most gratitude and appreciation comes from. In the moment of your struggle, you will understand that everything is really a blessing. We become more grateful of things in our struggles. We become more grateful of the people around us. In hard times, we become far more grateful, because you begin to realize how big and how much the small things really matter towards yourself and those around you. Love outshines everything, especially self-love. You need to treat yourself with as much love. Don't beat yourself up over things that happened. Hence, happened. Past tense. Don't beat yourself up over those things, because they no longer serve you. These things no longer serve you, and they no longer require the mental capacity that they're taking up. Just be yourself and do what you can do. Just do what you can do. Don't expect so much from yourself when you're beginning to blossom into the flower you are to be. Every day you blossom. And some days it may be hard. Some days we don't get that much sunshine. Some days we don't get that much water. But you have to keep shining, and you have to keep growing, and you have to keep pushing through. Because one day when everything is said and done, one day, you will shine and you will blossom into the flower you were meant to be. Just be patient with yourself and everything will be okay. I promise you. If I can promise you anything, I promise you that. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Sorry for that. I don't know why I got super emotional saying that. I'm sorry for that. But I want that to resonate within you. Because you don't deserve the amount of hate you give yourself. You don't deserve the amount of struggle and pain that is caused by unnecessary thoughts. You don't deserve that. Just practice being patient with yourself, and life won't be so hard. Life will not be so hard. Find something you love to do. Love one another. Learn from one another. Judge no one. Listen. Listen more. Speak less. And you will find a lot of healing in all of that. If I can promise you one thing, I promise you that. Treat yourself nicely. And life won't be so hard. In the moment of your rage and in the moment of your stressful factors or stressful scenarios, just find that patience and just take a step back from, and I guess, exploding. Best metaphor I could choose. Just take a step back. And I promise you everything will be okay. I promise you. Life does not have to be so hard. It does not have to be so hard. Stay consistent and just benefit yourself. If something is in your life and it does not benefit you in any way, shape, or form, see it out. See it out. Take a break from it. Remove it from your life. Whatever you have to do. I can't tell you these things. I can't tell you what to do. You have to listen to yourself and listen to your heart. Ultimately, you know the answers to everything. You just refuse to listen. But that's okay, because everything's a building block. Life is, every single day is a building block to what will be, what will become the greatest version of yourself. Just promise me one thing. Promise me patience. Promise to yourself patience. Everything will be fine. I promise you. Just believe it in yourself. This video wasn't so long, and I apologize for that. But I feel like I said what I needed to say, and sorry again for getting emotional on camera. I've never done that before, but it is what it is. I give you all of me. So, this is me in my room, again, with Chewbacca. This is me. I'm no different than you. Follow your dreams and be the best version of yourself. And I promise you, you'll surprise yourself just by seeing how easy it is to be yourself and how easy it is to achieve those things you dream of, you will surprise yourself. Be yourself. Don't change yourself for nobody. Stay true to self. Love yourself. Be loyal to yourself. And the rest will follow through. As always, if the sun has just risen, I hope you have a good day, good experience. And if the night sky has just fallen and dawned upon us, hope you have a good night. I hope you sleep well, some great dreams. And yeah, man. Or woman. I hope you have a blessed life, a blessed present moment. I'll be back soon for another video. So yeah. Thank you again for everything and anything. I love every single one of you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to me. It means the world to me. Thank you.